Howdy y'all, back up here at it again. Kind of a cloudy day, which is nice because it's been nothing but a heat wave for the last week, which has kind of slowed me down a little bit. But I'm back at the shed and I'm coming to the part where it's definitely a two-guy job. What I'm getting ready to do is put the roof on, and in the directions there's a person that stands on the outside and pushes the sidewalls in and holds the roof up while the other person madly fastens inside. But what I had to do is I don't know if you can see that, but I tied a string and put some tension on it and ran it across the top pieces so they're pulling on each other, and I'm hoping that's going to hold the sides straight enough, and then it's going to give a little support because the roof only comes up to about this far, so it needs something to hold it from falling inside while I fasten it. So we'll see if that works. Most likely there will be swearing. I have to hope that that balances long enough for me to screw that into that bar. I'm having trouble holding that up while I try to put fasteners in. I already lost 2 screws into that railing up there because you got to fish it through that big hole right there and then through a smaller hole on the other side and into the roof, and there's no way for you to hold the screw while it's in there, so you kind of have to balance it, and if I'm holding a roof and balancing the screw, well, I lost 2. Anyhow, got a string holding the roof up. We'll see if that helps me out. Well, string theory works. I got both bottom halves up on here with a couple of fasteners in them so they won't fall down. The problem I'm having is there was a little bit of warpage, and it's probably my fault for leaving it out on a hot day on an uneven surface, and I can't get that to go inside like it's supposed to so I can screw it down, and I got the same problem on both sides here. It's really aggravating me. And then the other problem I'm having is back in that corner. I need someone to push from the outside and down on the roof so I can fasten it, and I can't do that at all. I'm trying to figure out some way to anchor that down, but I'm having a heck of a time. I don't know. Maybe I'll have something to drink and think about it, but it's getting there, man. This would be so simple with 2 people. Right, the next step is to take this piece, which is the very top, and it's going to fold into the V shape of the roof, and then attach that in there, and there's some ginky hooks that you use to hold that down. So, yeah, this will be good times. Okay, so the problem I'm having is this piece right here doesn't want to sit all the way down into the spots where it would allow me to fasten it to this piece right here, which is of course going to screw up the V-top where it's supposed to come down and tighten into. So what I'm going to do is the sun's just getting overhead here, so I'm going to let it actually heat up, and maybe it'll help me now instead of hurt me, and it's going to loosen up this plastic a little bit, make it a little more pliable so I can get it where I want it to go. Especially that top V piece, maybe it'll make that bend more easily so I can get it tied down. I got the right side is fastened all the way down, and now I just got to bend that down and fasten it in, which is hard because it is resisting. So letting that get hot in the sun made that a lot more bendy. I was able to get enough of a grip on it that I could pull it down and screw it in from the inside. I'm still going to need another person to help me finish fastening it. It's not complete, but at least it's more of a shed than it was last time I left it.